Hello, welcome back to Project Lee Mars. I'm with the amazing band Hominus, and these guys, starting off, what is your name and what is your role in the band?
I'm Sean. I play guitar, and the role is arguing with these two guys.
And what's your name?
Tyler, bass player, and trying to be non-confrontational.
Nice.
I'm Josh. I play drums, and that's it.
That's it.
So, first question is just how long have you guys been playing your instrument individually, and how long have you guys been playing together?
I've been playing the drums now for 23 years. And what was the other part of the question?
I'm gonna ask after you do that. And how long have you been on bass?
Dude, I have to math it. Since I was like 16, so 96? Long time. 96 years? 96 years I've been playing.
Wow, holy! We got the best bassists in the world here. And how long have you been a guitar?
I've been playing for 32 years.
32 years. Wow. So you guys, I don't know, don't have to be rude, but you guys are very experienced, all right?
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been playing together as a band?
All day, man.
All day?
All day.
Just one day?
One day.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really impressive.
We started jamming. Was it this summer? Is it?
Tyler and I met first,
Right.
and then we were jamming something that wasn't working. This was like a couple years ago, and then I met Josh independently of that, and then it just kind of melded together.
Yeah, me and Sean, we jammed, and then Sean was like, "Do you want to come jam with this other guy?" And then we did, and then it was just kind of clicked real quickly. Yeah, so we jammed for a while, and then I was really flaky for a good while. I actually saw. Oh shit! I'm working on it. Sean I saw Sean put a post on Facebook on this page, and he was like looking for a drummer, and I was like, oh shit, no. So I sent him a text like, hang on, I don't find a new drummer yet. And then
That wasn't the power move. It was just
you were looking for a drummer, so
Every drummer's a bit flaky, all right? You know?
that's what I feel like.
And just like a history and origin of your guys' band, like how you guys got your name, really like anything else you
this
want
is
to
the
say?
best part.
Little tidbits and facts.
Coming up with the band name was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Right. What didn't work is Japanese hardcore band was one.
Really?
Kim Jong-sik. That was another one we were thinking of.
Yeah, still like that.
That's we like all of these names,
I'm
but
happy where we landed.
yeah, it's got to find that balance of what fits the music and yeah.
Does Hominus have like a meaning behind it, or is it just something you guys live?
It is. So the word is it's the Latin word for bipedal primate, like hominid, Homo sapien, hominus. So, and we kind of we tried out a lot of names that were like fun, which I think was
a little bit silly.
Yeah, before we started taking ourselves as seriously and thinking like, oh, you know what, this music's like, we enjoy doing it, and yeah, why not? I don't know, the name just felt like it fit.
Yeah.
And to move on to your guys' music, I would ask you guys to describe like your genre, like where do you guys think you guys fit in the music scene?
I don't know. I know from my influences, like when I was in high school, I learned a lot of metal. I don't play or listen to metal now, but I know like that's definitely part of my playing. But I also like funk and like psychedelic. So I feel like that's what I'm bringing. But this guy here knows all the subgenres. Or John.
I feel like metal is something that we all share. Like that's something that kind of binds us, maybe. And it's interesting. Like we've had conversations that touch on these subjects. I feel like this is the first time we're thinking about some of this. But
I'm really confronting you guys here.
It's cool. It's nice to get an opportunity to think. But like I feel like metal is something that we've all got in common, and then we've all got other genres that we're really into. I'm really into post rock. And I was also I like punk and hardcore as a teenager, so I like it fast and angry.
Oh yeah.
Which causes some tension sometimes.
I'm sure.
So just to move on.
What are you saying?
For me, genres? Yeah. I don't even know anymore. It's all a mix. Motley Crue. No. I did want to wear a leather vest tonight, but you wouldn't let me. No, sure. Yes, same thing, like funk, rock, but also when I was younger, I used to listen to like CQA and all that stuff. So anything that had like interesting melodies and stuff, I loved. So yeah.
So like it seems like you guys both like as like individuals, you guys both all bring something different to the band, and so if I would have to ask like your inspirations, like top 3 basically, like what would you guys say? Like let's go. On bass, what do you feel you bring?
What do I bring for inspiration in terms of like music, like bands?
Who do you draw?
Oh shit! I think it all depends on what decade. Like I feel like there's so many bands like in early years when I was first learning that like influenced me so much, and then there's all stuff that's more current. But early stuff that got me into playing bass was like lots like Sublime and Rancid, and anything with like a really good progressive bass line I loved, and that's what got me into it more than anything else. And then since then it's just been a whole sprawl of so much inspirational stuff.
And how about you for guitar?
Actually Nirvana got me into music in general, and then I learned a bunch of that, and then in high school, like I mentioned, I discovered the first 4 Metallica albums, and then that kind of taught me how to play guitar. But yeah, like I said, I don't really draw on that anymore. Like I got into Opeth, and just like I guess that would relate to Hominus, where it's like very progressive in terms of like songwriting. Like we don't do verse chorus. It's more like movements and stuff. So I guess I was exposed to that pretty early.
And how about you for drums?
So like early days was like skate punk. Like I started playing drums to Offspring and Green Day and Sum 41. So that's kind of like my inner tempo. Then I always liked Travis Barker. I liked how much he fucked about and flared and filled, but still maintained the structure of a tune.
I think you might have already answered this question, but I'm going to ask, like, your collective inspiration, if you guys had to agree on something, what would you agree on?
I don't think we could agree on it. Yeah. You might start a 2-hour debate here.
The first band that I remember us all going like, oh, okay, it was Mars Volta.
Yeah.
That was a band that we were all like, okay, I wouldn't even know how to describe that band, but that's just a band that we
Tides of Manor.
Tides of Manor.
We just saw Godspeed You Black Emperor. We just saw, they were here a couple of weeks ago. So that type of stuff. So
I wanted to ask a more specific question. At your first show at Rocking for Dollars at the Buck, I noticed that I think you were barefoot, you were in socks, and you were wearing shoes. Was that on purpose, or like?
What we're going for is, with the whole hominus primate thing.
Yeah.
We're going for like the evolution. No, we're not. It's just that's just coincidence.
You'll be wearing a lizard costume next week.
I'm just devolving gradually.
I'll show up as a molecule.
Molecule. Yeah, some sort of stuff. I like my feet to be light, and I get hot.
I will be wearing socks today because it fucks with my pedal board.
Oh, I see.
Like I hit multiple pedals.
Yeah.
The right stage, if it calls for it, then socks is most comfortable. Yeah. But also because shoes, like just stepping on pedals and stuff, sucks.
Yeah. Overrated.
Yeah. Barefoot.
And with your original music, how would you guys what's your creative process behind that? Like, where does it start really?
A lot of arguing. I don't know. I usually have a riff, and then I'll show these guys. Josh will tell me why it's wrong, and then we argue. And then we'll change his riff, and eventually it just becomes like a group effort. But they love that. Yeah,
the songs get crafted in the room. Sean's got like a big bank of sick riffs that he's been writing for however long he's been writing riffs, and so they often provide us like really useful stimulus and starting points, and then we jam a lot as well. So like the first song we ever wrote that we're going to play last tonight, that wrote itself at the first time we ever jammed. It just kind of, a lot of it kind of, at least this is my memory of it, a lot of it kind of came together through a jam. We jam and we like follow the impulse, and then we'll look back and we go, we like that, don't like that, and we'll argue about what we like and don't like, and then we'll craft the tune. But it happens in the room. We've got one song that Sean kind of wrote and was like, here's a song, and that's the song we've argued about the most. But it's a good song. But it's like, we beat stuff into shape in the room as a team.
Yeah, and then like also after we play live, typically it'll reveal a bunch of stuff, and then so like we actually rewrote some of the set tonight or this week.
Really?
Yeah, because we're always just like, okay, like you say, what's sticky here, right? There's sticky parts. Yeah. So we're always evolving it. So.
Well, like Hominus, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. You found our.
Just to move on to like a more deeper question is like, why do you guys do this? Like, why do you guys come out, play music? You know, what really brings you out here? Why do you play bass? You know, why do you come out to shows?
I'd probably feel pretty dead if I didn't come out and play music, and at the same time, I'm totally also content just playing in the basement. But it's more fun when you get to share it with people. But yeah, it's selfish. That's the only reason.
How about you? What do you think?
I just love it, man. Like personally, drumming, I just love hitting the drums. But there's something about making music, like crafting music, out, like making something out of nothing. You know, the ideas exist in our heads, and then that comes out, and it makes this tangible thing that people can come and listen to, and that's just cool and fun. It's really good fun to do it.
Yeah. Why do you?
Yeah, about the same. Rewarding, it's fun. Just to expand on what you're saying, like I like how we're just creating something from nothing. Like even the structures of the songs, right? Like it's just completely from nothing. Like it's not verse, chorus, right? So it's just whatever the song needs, and yeah, it's just super rewarding, and we get to play Blakbar. So.
That's great. And just to move on to your future, like, do you guys have any like put on the board goals you want to achieve? You know, any dates, any plans to release music anytime soon?
Not sure. We're just continually rewriting, so we're still really growing rapidly musically. Like, we have to start over. Yeah, we're just growing musically. Yeah, we're just really growing fast musically. So I don't even know what some of these songs will sound like 3 months from now. So are we ready to like solidify them? Yeah, I think we're probably on the same page. We want to keep playing lots, record, write more music, like, and keep growing. Like, this feels like a great project. Like, I think we've all independently been involved in projects that have had some success, and this one feels just as strong as anything I've ever done. And it feels like it's a lot of potential. So who knows where it could go? It's you know. I'll quit my job.
we've talked about it a lot. Like we've said we want kids, but we don't know when we're going to have them. You know, like we talked about recording, but like a plan to like record something that we're all happy with. We record like rough demos all the time, so we can listen and refine stuff. And yeah, we enjoy that. We like writing music, making it as good as it can be. And at the moment, recording there's utility in it because we can listen back and decide what we like and don't like, and then at some point we're gonna like put some time and some money and some energy into getting a recording that we feel does the music justice.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for that because, like I was saying, it's growing so fast, right? So we're still improving the songs. So, but yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. We will be on Spotify.
I hope so. I love your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
And in conclusion, any final shout outs you want to give to anyone, really anyone you want to shout out before?
I'm in rehearsals for a play at the moment, so come and see Free Will Shakespeare. When does this go out? This goes out soon. End of June, Louis McKinney Park. Come and see As You Like It. Free Will Shakespeare. I'm getting involved. We'll see that show.
Sick. Anything you guys want to say?
I'll give a shout out to the wife for putting up with all the noisy shit in the basement. So
Nice.
yeah,
Tasteful.
yeah, restrained,
Wise.
yeah. Shout out to my business, McDuff's. I sell men's grooming products. If you need beard oils or shave soaps, cologne. Yeah,
Sick.
best smelling basement in Edmonton. Yeah,
That's true.
And there's any last words you guys want to say to the camera and your fans?
Just thanks, man. Thanks for putting your energy into this. Thanks very much.
Of course, yeah.
We're very grateful.
Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
All right, well, sick. That was Hominus. Thanks for watching. Leave or stay. It's all the same. See ya.